All right, ladies and gentlemen, normally what we like to do here is we like to tell you when the bell rings, but because we were attempting to do that and we saw that the bell didn't ring until the middle of an outside the ring brawl, what I'm going to do is we are on New Japan World. We are at exactly 16 minutes on this episode of G1 Climax. So for those of you that have New Japan World, fast forward to the 16-minute mark or 15:45, I think is what it is, and let it play to 16 minutes and play on my cue. For everyone else, right now we're looking at the Bullet Club. It's Cody Hall, Doc Gallows, and Tama Tonga standing in a line in the ring. Captain New Japan is the only person on the actual canvas for the other team. Jushin Thunder Liger is on the middle rope looking at the crowd. Tiger Mask is just visible to the right of Captain New Japan walking towards the ring from the outside. And hopefully that creates a clear enough picture that you'll be able to sync it up with us. Otherwise, I will say when the bell does ring, and hopefully you can sync it up to that as well. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be playing here as soon as I say go. Ready, set, go. And here we are, we're off. We've got everyone on the apron now. It's so funny because when I said that, the only person on the apron for the other team was Captain New Japan, and now everyone is. And now we've got the attack. Bullet Club attacks.
And now look at Cody Hall immediately going after Jushin Thunder Liger. Tama Tonga dealing with Tiger Mask, which leaves
And the
Doc
bell just
Gallows.
rang. The bell did just ring, by the way.
And Doc Gallows taking it to Captain New Japan on the outside. Tama Tonga and Tiger Mask are now on the inside. So I guess they'll constitute as the legal men of this contest thus
And
far.
this is another fixed camera show as well. This is basically a house show, no commentary, so we're actually the only commentary available for this show.
To pull a Damien Sandow, you're welcome!
Yeah, Tiger Mask with a really interesting kick combination on Tama Tonga right now, and he's still kicking him. Just kicks after kicks after kicks.
The
Off
quickness
the
of
rope,
Tiger
Cody
Mask.
Hall grabs him into a sleeper hold, and Tama Tonga punches him in the head.
Great teamwork there from Bullet Club. I mean, that's fundamental, elementary tag team wrestling, and it's effective. And look at Tama Tonga there, the blatant choke on Tiger Mask, not even trying to hide it.
Shameless.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, I mean, this is a team, this Tama Tonga, Doc Gallows, and Cody Hall. They'll be quite formidable against Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask, and Captain New Japan. But Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger in particular, they work very well together, as we've seen, the past few days of the G1 Climax. Now,
And right now, Cody Hall in complete control of Tiger Mask.
and so I just look at him, just lunging around Tiger Mask, carrying him, and there's a slam down. And Cody Hall, man, that arrogance just oozes off of him. He knows he could do whatever he wants, a man of his size, his build. And Tiger Mask just got the elbow drop there.
Yeah, he's a legit 6'8", man. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He might be the largest person in New Japan.
But the one asset that Cody Hall does not come to the ring with, and he won't for a while, is that experience edge. And
Right.
Tiger Mask certainly has that on Cody Hall.
Cody Hall just did the same exact kind of slam to Tiger Mask that he had done earlier that you called. And now the elbow drop.
And see, this is what I don't get about Cody Hall, Ashton. I mean, past few days he's been in the ring with guys like Jushin Thunder Liger and Tiger Mask. He should know them by now. He's familiarized himself with them. Why doesn't he have that sense of urgency to get the win? He still hasn't worked on that arrogance. I mean, I guess arrogance is a prerequisite if you want to be a member of the Bullet Club. And here comes Doc Gallows with the body blows. And Doc Gallows, I mean, you want to talk about a man who's frustrated. Look no further than Doc Gallows, 0-2 so far in the G1 Climax tournament.
Yep. And to make it even worse, the reason that they're doing this match rather than having a match involving Doc Gallows on one side and his G1 opponent for tomorrow on the other side is because his G1 opponent for tomorrow is actually his stablemate, Bad Luck Fale.
Yeah, how is that going to play itself out? Bad Luck Fale 1-1 in the tournament, lost his first round matchup to Naito, but then came back yesterday with a surprising win over the never openweight champion Makabe.
Yeah, nobody could have called that coming.
And nice leg drive there by Gallows goes into the cover, and Captain New Japan breaks it up. And you got to figure, Ashton, that Doc Gallows wants to get on the winner board. He wants to get those points. Bad Luck Fale is already there, and you got to imagine that he wants to build momentum. Definitely a conflict of interests between Bullet Club stablemates.
Yeah,
You
I
see
mean,
now,
If it was anyone but Bad Luck Fale, if I was Doc Gallows, I'd be like, hey, brother, why don't you just lay down for me? But I would be horrified to ask that of Bad Luck Fale.
Exactly. You know, if you're working with Bad Luck Fale, I think the question is, hey, brother, why don't I lay down for you?
Yeah.
You know, I want to
Yeah.
live.
Just don't hurt me. Yeah, exactly. Right
And
now,
Tama
Tonga.
Tonga.
Man, they are isolating the crap out of Tiger Mask, though. He needs to get a tag.
Absolutely. And I noticed, though, Tama Tonga, that's the second time he's gone for a blatant choke. It seems to me, from where I sit, that Tama Tonga is implementing a far more conservative style than maybe we're used to from him. And yeah, blatant rake of the eyes there. And then, oh, got caught with a spin kick there by Tiger Mask into the gut. That could be the opening Tiger Mask needs. And now, oh, could be the Tiger Bomb. And
Looked
Cody
like he
Hall,
wanted.
look at that.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted the Tiger Bomb, but no.
You know what? I got to appreciate the instinct of Cody Hall. I don't even know if Tiger Mask would have gotten that Tiger Bomb off on Tama Tonga, given how weak he was, but Cody Hall wasn't going to take the chance. Oh, and they're going to bump into each other,
Yes,
and
they are.
yes!
Tiger Mask just kind of falls over. Tama Tonga still able to get his hands on Tiger Mask before he gets a tag, though. Grabs
That's
him
a
by
sen-
the hands. I'm guessing Tiger Mask is going to do a jumping kick. Yep, there it is.
And there it is, and can he get the tag to Jushin Thunder Liger? And here Jushin Thunder Liger comes. Oh, what a clothesline there to Tama Tonga. Takes Doc Gallows up, takes Cody Hall off the apron.
How insane is it that we're seeing this guy work all these shows for New Japan, and on August 22nd he's going to be in NXT facing Tyler Breeze?
Yeah, Jushin Thunder Liger, the name that was parted off the lips of the world. I mean, going to be coming to NXT show. I'm sure it'll be received very well. A huge coup for NXT. And you got to figure all these dates, at least in Liger's mind, is to get prepared. You know, get in that prime ring condition. Because, I mean, Tyler Breeze is no pushover. Just like Cody Hall wasn't going to be a pushover and allow Liger any more momentum than he already had over Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga and Cody all shoot off the ropes. Missed the double clothesline.
That was
Oh,
brilliant.
well, that's that veteran instinct, Ashton. Now,
Nice
oh, what a
clothesline.
clothesline there.
Yeah, for those of you that are, well, I guess, I don't know. I mean, it seems like pretty much everybody's watching along with us, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. Oh, Captain New Japan in, just
Oh, Captain
throwing
Jones.
uppercuts to everyone.
Oh, almost like
Uranagi
a rock
slams.
bottom. Yeah, Uranagi there by Captain New Japan. I guess he felt the power. And now Doc Gallows is down.
Was he going to go for
And,
an elbow drop here, maybe? Or a headbutt? Headbutt.
and I think it was a headbutt, but nobody home. Oh, Cody Hall,
Hall.
what a forearm to Tiger
He
Mask.
took out both Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger. Now Tama Tonga in running splash on Captain New Japan. Cody Hall with a running clothesline on him. And then Doc Gallows with a super kick on Captain New Japan. Oh, but in come the other two partners for Captain New Japan to break it up. And
I'm,
we're
I'm
starting to
just
break
gonna
down here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say now, I worry about the sanity of Doc Gallows if he loses again here. He's isolated now with Captain New Japan. Oh, what a maneuver there by Doc Gallows. I think that was like a spinning cutter, almost in like a dominator position, and Captain New Japan still kicked out. Oh, Doc
Oh,
Gallows got caught. Victor roll, and oh,
that
kicked
was
out.
so close. Uppercut from Doc Gallows. Choke
Uh,
power bomb. This might be it.
oh, he got it. 2,
That's it.
3 count. Oh.
Finally, Doc Gallows picks up a win.
Not just Doc Gallows, but Cody Hall has finally tasted victory here. Wow.
Doc Gallows did the pinning, though, and that's what really matters.
That's got to do wonders for the confidence of Doc Gallows. Oh, look at this. Sends Tiger Mask to the outside. This is Bullet Club's ring, and I think they just reminded everybody of that fact.
And that's another thing. Let's not allow ourselves to forget, as bad of a showing as Doc Gallows has had in this tournament so far, he still is one half of the New Japan Tag Team Champions.
That's certainly true. You know, and he's there for a reason. Him and Carl Anderson, who we will be seeing in action tonight against the Intercontinental Champion Goto. And I'll look at Tama
Yeah, that's
Tonga
going to
there.
be a crazy match.
Hey, after Carl Anderson, in my mind, got the upset thus far in the G1 Climax tournament, pinning Shinsuke Nakamura clean.
Yeah.
I don't doubt the capabilities of Carl Anderson to go all the way in this tournament.
I'm definitely going to be cheering for him to do just that.
Absolutely, you and me both. I think, like I told you after that win over Nakamura, Anderson became the emotional favorite, I think, for me in this tournament. I think it really is about time that he broke out. As much as he might love his Bullet Club brethren who did get the win tonight, you got to wonder if Carl Anderson aspires for bigger and better things.
Yeah,
And there you see Tiger Mask and Liger there lamenting the loss. I think the first one they've suffered in these contests.
it
But
might be. Well, it seems like the only people that they've faced up until now have been young boys, so it makes sense.
right, the Doc Gallows factor proves effective here tonight.
I love the way Liger exits the ring. It's just so cool, so agile.
And given that the guy's in his 50s, I still can't believe the speed and just everything else he possesses.
Yeah.
And Liger, he may be shaking his head now, but I wonder what kind of shape Liger will be in, physically, mentally, and everything else when he faces Tyler Breeze August 22nd. It's going to be one hell of a show.
Yeah, I get this strange feeling that Liger's actually going to win that match.
I get that feeling as well.
Just because it'll be like NXT being like, okay, New Japan, your guy can win this one, but you owe us.
Yeah. So, great opening contest there.
I'm
Now, what do we
seeing
got next?
YOSHI-HASHI. I'm seeing Toru Yano. It looks like Gedo. Let's see. Who else in there? That's definitely Toru Yano's music.
Yeah, and that's definitely his Tron.
And
Toriano is just one of those guys with a very distinct hairstyle and face. Like,
yeah, he really does. This is Chaos. So it's Toru Yano, YOSHI-HASHI, and Gedo, as I was saying. And their opponents, Hiroyoshi, Tenzan, Mascara Dorada, and David Finlay. This is the first match we're seeing David Finlay in where he's not tag teaming with Jay White.
I'm just really grateful that we get to see more of David Finlay. I think he's one hell of a prospect. I mean, again, his father, Fit Finlay, who I've gone on record and said I'm a huge fan of Fit Finlay. And, yeah, Toriano leading the charge. And I gotta tell you, man, I've become really. I mean, I guess I really am the mindless consumer I've always believed myself to be. Because, man, that shilling of the DVDs, it's starting to work. Because I'm curious just exactly how good or how bad those DVDs are. But, yeah, you got Gedo and YOSHI-HASHI, who was very impressive yesterday in a tag match that he had with Goto, and I believe also Captain New Japan.
I want to say YOSHI-HASHI is actually undefeated so far in G1.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him take a loss myself either. And this is a very interesting combination. Of course, these guys, if I'm not mistaken, all part of Team Chaos. Am I correct?
Yes, yeah, I actually said that earlier.
Okay, so yeah, just wanted to make sure. I assume so. But it's gonna be, interesting combination here. You got Toriano, Gedo, and YOSHI-HASHI. And let's see who their opposition is. We got Tenzan here.
This leads me to believe that Tenzan will be facing Toru Yano tomorrow for G1.
And Tenzan, I think he's looking to get back on track. I mean, he is currently 1-1 now. Beat Doc Gallows in his first bout, but then yesterday I lost to Tanahashi. And, that was a heartbreaking loss for Tenzan. I mean, he just had a look on his face, so frustrated with himself, because before then he had a pristine record, and now he's broken even.
Yeah. And Toru Yano is actually one of only, I want to say, four? I don't know if it's 4 or 5 people that are 0-2. Actually, well, if you're looking at just 0-2, it's 2 people. But then you've got to look at the 5 guys that also lost, the Block B guys that lost a couple days ago. But if you're just looking at 0-2, it's just him and Doc Gallows. Toru Yano and Doc Gallows both 0-2 right now.
Absolutely. And there we are, we got Tenzan, Dorada, and David Finlay.
And we're guaranteed to have at least one other 0-2 person because today in part 2, Michael Elgin is facing Satoshi Kojima, and those guys are both 0-0, 0-1 right now, so one of them has to lose. So we're guaranteed to have at least 3 0-2 folks after today. And, I mean, as much as I love Tomoaki Hanma, I'm pretty sure he's not going to beat Okada, so I'm going to call that a 4th 0-2 person. So.
Yes, so many great tournament matches. I gotta say, I think we're only in day 4, if I'm not mistaken, of the G1 Climax.
Yep.
And of all the days, prior to that, I don't know if we've had a tournament card in particular that looks as stacked as this, because you got Hanma versus Okada, Anderson versus Goto, Ishii
Nakamura
versus
versus Nagata.
Nakamura versus Nagata, and I believe Ishii versus Takahashi, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that's another one I'm going to go ahead and call right now. There's no way Takahashi's beating Ishii, so that'll be another 0-2. So I think that puts us up to 5. I'm predicting that after today, we're going to have 5 people at 0-2.
And Toriano there ducking the clothesline of Tenzan and quickly
In
makes the
comes
tag to
YOSHI-HASHI.
YOSHI-HASHI.
Well, I mean, he's got to set it up so that when he actually gets a legitimate tag in, he can go after the turnbuckle.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that Tenzan taking a cheap shot anyway.
Mongolian chops for days.
Oh yeah, that's one of the primary aspects of Tenzan's offense.
It
And
looks like
again, he takes
Dorada.
Toriano out.
It looks like Dorada and Finlay are like playing along with the Mongolian chops and swinging their arms with Tenzan. It's actually pretty cool.
And now Tenzan, of course, the NWA World Champion.
In comes Dave Finlay. Here we go. We get to see what this kid can do without Jay White's help.
I find it interesting that Tenzan tags in the young boy and David Finlay and not Dorada, but
Oh well, maybe
I'm
it's a
not gonna.
strategy. You want to get your weakest links out there early so that your stronger guys can finish.
Yeah, and YOSHI-HASHI there responds with the chops, and there's a nice kick to the gut of David Finlay, and there's another chop. David Finlay, though, when he gets on a flurry of offense, he really shows us something. Like, I'm telling I think he's got a
Yeah,
huge...
I kind of wish we would have been able to watch. I wish we would have had New Japan World back when they did the best Super Juniors, because apparently he had some great showings in that tournament.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that, because the more I get to see of him, the happier I am. And what a drop kick there by David Finlay, when we speak of showing something. And now, look at that. Oh, I think YOSHI-HASHI slipped out. I don't know if David Finlay was trying to get
Here
control of the
comes
arm of the
Gedo.
ropes. Yeah,
Oh man,
missed
what a
that.
contrast, dude. Oh, never mind. David Finlay tagged out. I was gonna say it would have been such a contrast between this super experienced veteran in Gedo and David Finlay, but no, Mascara Dorada comes in, and we've got pretty much two very similar characters looking at each other right now.
Absolutely. And Gedo there, what a right hand. Just saying, screw this. And Gedo. You gotta wonder if Gedo is looking to get back on track himself. I mean, he lost a six-man tag, alongside Nakamura and Okada. He ate the pin, actually, in that match. So, I don't think
Nice
he's
arm
a...
drag.
Yes, beautiful arm drag there by Dorada. And what a kick to the gut there. But yeah, if you're Gedo, I don't know if you necessarily have to get back in the good graces of Chaos, but definitely for your own sake. And look at the... Oh, man, the flexibility there. Dorada just scaling those ropes.
I love the theatrics.
Now he's
Very.
gonna launch himself, and no. Oh, kick to the sternum.
Oh, but Gedo
Oh,
grabbed him
Gedo.
by the foot, and then
Face speed
Toriano and
apron.
Yoshi-Hashi run over to the other side and take out the other partners. Now it's just down to Gedo and Mascara Dorada on the other side of the ring. All the other 4 competitors are brawling on the outside.
And if you're Chaos, you've got to be feeling great. I mean, that is a game-changing maneuver. Just yanking Dorada and making his face just collide with the apron. Did Gedo, and that was beautiful. And now he's going to go to work on it.
Absolutely.
Now Gedo, I think, slowly picking Dorada up, probably going to get him back in the ring. At least that's what I would do. I mean, you got him primed and ready, and yes, he does. Gedo's going to go back in the ring.
I
But
think
look at Dorada there, rolls over.
if I'm Gedo, I think I would probably want to tag in Toriano right now.
I'm inclined to agree. I mean, Dorada, I don't think is in any shape to stop Toriano from undoing the turnbuckles or anything like that. But no, tags back in Hashi here.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said earlier, I think YOSHI-HASHI's undefeated in this tournament so far, so it wouldn't surprise me if he ended up picking up another win here.
Exactly, and who knows? I guess maybe they're looking at Toriano as, the wild card. If we need any mischief and mayhem to really get an advantage, you're there. Now look at that. He's got and has Toriano hold the legs. That's so smart. That is so smart, and goes into the cover too, and Dorada still kicks out. But it's bad enough that you're hung up on the ropes, if you're Dorada, but then you have another man like holding your feet so you can't even escape. And now here comes Toriano. Now Toriano there. Now, oh, did he
Hit
use
him
a
with a club.
object?
Looks like a shillelagh.
Yeah, a club there, right on Dorada's back. And now he's gonna pick Dorada up.
I don't know why he needed the referee to be looking the other way, though, considering he does that kind of stuff with the referee looking right at him.
Exactly. I mean, Toriano, and I don't mean this insultingly, but he really has no shame. He does everything out in the open, all of his mischief, all of his mayhem. And look at that. He's gonna, I think, I didn't know if he was gonna trap the arm of Dorada there, but he was priming him for another Irish whip into the opposite corner. And now, Dorada moves out of the way, shoots off the ropes, ducks the clothesline. Oh, look at that.
The
Beautiful. And there's a drop.
agility. the agility required to be able to just kind of casually jump up onto the middle rope, turn around, and then jump off of it while facing your opponent is truly amazing.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Here comes Tenzan, the NWA World Champion, and Gedo, the opposition here in the Mongolian chops. Oh, now here comes Hashi. Oh, the headbutt.
And another Mongolian chop or two.
Oh, but look at
Toriano's
Toriano.
behind him in the eye rake.
Oh, man.
And a Mongolian chop.
Toriano's Mongolian chops don't seem to have as much oomph, but I digress. And then, oh, Tenzan there with the clothesline, just lunging himself at Toriano. Man, I don't think he took kindly to Toriano ripping him off, and now we go back to the original Mongolian chops. Oh, man, Toriano staggering here. Should be noted, Ashton, that David Finlay is the only one on either side that's on the apron right now.
That is true. He's probably going to eat the pin, though, if he gets tagged in.
I would have to agree with that, and Tenzan tried going for the cover, but Toriano kicks out.
Especially if YOSHI-HASHI gets tagged in as well, and he's now up on the apron, too.
Absolutely. And now Tenzan off the ropes. Toriano caught him in the inverted atomic drop.
And in comes YOSHI-HASHI.
YOSHI-HASHI now going to try and come in, try and make something happen.
Tenzan, no, though. He's going to reverse that real quick. Into a
spinning heel kick there to Hashi.
Tenzan's spinning heel kick always looks so lazy to me.
And now tags in David Finlay. Now, this is an interesting moment here because Hashi is a bit stunned from that spinning heel kick. So, David Finlay, what an uppercut there.
Oh, jumping forearm. Nice.
Oh,
he's definitely got some fire, this kid does.
Absolutely. Could it be the steamroller here? No, Hashi slides out. Kick to the gut. Off the ropes. And what a spinning uppercut there.
Beautiful spinning European uppercut from David Finlay.
Definitely channeling his inner Cesaro, if you ask me, with those uppercuts.
Yeah.
Now him and Dorada, Irish whip. Hashi into the other corner. Now Tenzan with a clothesline of his own. Triple team effort here. And there's another uppercut. Good God. And now.
The speed behind David Finlay's uppercuts.
Steamroller into the cover.
Oh, what are you doing, guys? They were just laying back and they let Gedo break up the pin that could have been David Finlay's first win.
Yeah, you can't blame David Finlay for that at all. That was poor defense on the part of his partners.
I definitely have the feeling that there's an incoming quick roll-up coming up here for David Finlay.
Well, Hashi now reversing the suplex attempt because he edged David Finlay in the neckbreaker, and he does. Yep. Cover. 2. Oh, no, he kicked out.
Very impressive. David Finlay showing some heart, too. Not just fire, but heart.
Absolutely, and that was a deep cover, too, by Hashi.
Great qualities for a babyface. Oh, we got a roll-up. 1.
Roll-up.
2. Oh, but Tenzan. Oh, no, it looked like Tenzan was going to grab the foot, but he didn't. That was kind of weird.
No, he didn't. There's the back elbow there by David Finlay. Off the ropes here. Clothesline.
Just a decapitator.
And look at that. Gedo there restraining Dorada.
And Toriano restraining Tenzan with the chair.
Oh, this could be that senton that we saw yesterday.
Yep.
And there it is.
But it wasn't nearly as stiff as it was yesterday. That's worth pointing out. Because he destroyed Cody Hall with that senton yesterday.
Absolutely.
YOSHI-HASHI still undefeated, man. What's up with that? Are they intentionally booking him to look this strong? Is he going to go after the Kushida's junior heavyweight title after this tournament's over?
Potentially.
You know what? It might not even be Kushida's after this tournament. By the end of the tournament, it could be Ricochet's.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find out in due time. And Tenzan's got to be frustrated. That's his second straight loss. And Tenzan, I think, is really going to be looking to get back on the winning side of things.
See, I don't think it really bothers the guys that are in G1 to lose tag team matches that they don't really get pinned in. I think it's just a kind of a quick match, and if you win, that's kind of a cool little confidence booster. If you lose, it's just kind of like you just got to brush it off and move on to your match that really matters the following day.
I mean, it is a psychological thing, and I do agree about brushing it off, but man, momentum is so important, whether it's a run-of-the-mill tag match or what. And then Tenzan just didn't really have the momentum there. But then again, you can't
Tenzan again going after Toriano, the same deal that he's done both of the last 2 times he's had a tag match. I love that. He shows so much extra fire, just trying to kind of be like, man, like building up his matches. I love that. It's so cool. He tries to make every one of his matches personal.
Absolutely. And Tenzan just got a look on his face like, what happened? And David Finlay, who had a great showing, just couldn't kick out after that senton, and I certainly don't blame him. Looks devastating upon impact.
Yeah.
Again, just ask Cody Hall. And now Tenzan's finally going to take his leave.
Yeah, Cody Hall ate a freaking stiff senton yesterday, though. That looked so freaking painful. I don't care if you are 6'8" and 265 pounds, which is around what I'm guessing Cody Hall weighs. It doesn't really matter when somebody lands with their full freaking body force on your stomach. It just hurts.
And now we see some of the ring officials going to try and get the turnbuckle padding restrapped in that corner there as we prep for our next contest. So I gotta say, Ashton, while we're waiting for entrances, I mean, what G1 Climax tournament match do you think you're most looking forward to tonight?
Definitely Anderson versus Goto.
That's got me so intrigued. Because, I mean, like I've been saying, in his first matchup, Anderson beat the former Intercontinental Champion, and now this matchup is against the current Intercontinental Champion. And if he was to beat Goto, I mean, what a statement Carl Anderson will have made to his entire block, hell, to every participant in this tournament.
It's crazy to me how much stronger the B block is than the A block.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because with the A block, sure, I feel like the A block has a slightly higher ceiling just because you've got Styles and Shibata and Ibushi and Tanahashi. Like their top four is amazing, but they've got a lot of filler too. I like
Right.
got like the Doc Gallows and the Bad Luck Fale, and I'm not a big fan of Tenzan personally, and it's just there's a lot of it feels like filler in this block, but on that same note, you've got the B block, and it is just stacked, man. B block, I love Ishii. Michael Elgin's been working great. I love Carl Anderson, love Nakamura, love Okada. Hanma's great. Nagata's good. Kojima is so underrated, I think. Really, the only, and I don't even want to call him a weak point, but I would say the weakest link in the B block is Takahashi, and he's shown a lot of heart in this tournament, and I've actually really enjoyed his work.
Yeah, took Goto to the limit in his first bout. I mean, I was
And
not expecting
Goto, I
that at
mean, good
all.
God, even if whether you personally enjoy Goto's work or not, he is the Intercontinental Champion, so he brings a level of prestige to every match, and specifically to the B block in general. I mean,
Absolutely.
the
And
B
look,
block actually has both major singles champions in New Japan, Okada and Goto.
exactly.
That's going to be a
And
fun match. Okada versus Goto, the IWGP World Champion versus the IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
oh, that's going to be one for the ages, my friend. It's going to be one for the ages, as you
And we
see.
know it's happening in this tournament.
Absolutely. And
AJ Styles.
look at that sight of just AJ Styles and just Bad Luck Fale standing in the corner, arms folded, like an enforcer should. And man, I'll tell you, both these guys have to be feeling pretty good about themselves.
And
Bad
again,
Luck
no, well, go ahead, finish.
I was going to say Bad Luck Fale dominating Makabe. AJ Styles 2-0 in this tournament thus far. But what were you going to say, Ashton?
Well, what I was going to say is it's worth noting that Fale's opponent tomorrow is Doc Gallows. So I'm assuming that their opponents are going to be AJ Styles' opponent tomorrow and a young boy.
And you gotta wonder, Ashton, and this is something we really haven't talked about. Do you think Bullet Club has talked privately about what they're gonna do since this dilemma has arisen? Are they just gonna go and have a slugfest and the better man wins? Just one plan to further the other by laying down? We
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely an interesting. I mean, I'm sure Bullet Club members have faced in G1 before, and we'd probably just have to look that up to see how they treated it. But for now, until we do that a little extra bit of research, I don't know. Kota Ibushi coming out though. I think I remember saying even that Kota Ibushi was facing AJ Styles tomorrow, so that match is going to be absolutely incredible.
That match is gonna be insanity.
And it looks
And
like he's tagging with Jay White. So Jay White and Kota Ibushi, we know who's eating the pin in this match.
absolutely. Jay White, though, I mean, despite being a young boy, make no mistake, folks, Jay White has definitely got some ability to him. I think
And
he's
it
definitely got a lot of
doesn't
potential.
hurt that he's absolutely shredded.
Oh, certainly not.
And the Mohawk makes him stand out too, because the show that we watched, I want to say the Road to Osaka or something like that. The New Beginning in Osaka. That's what it was. We watched the New Beginning in Osaka and Sendai, and on both of those shows, I think Jay White was there, and he just had regular his hair was very similar to what David Finlay's got going on right now. and it was hard to tell him apart from the other young boys. But now he's got kind of like the halfway between an undershave and a mohawk, and it's unique. He stands out.
And look at Jay White here calling out AJ Styles. Wanting a piece of AJ, but Kota Ibushi saying, no, I want him. And I think just telling him, hey, you're the young boy, let me handle this. And I
Yep.
think that's smart by Kota, if you ask me. I don't think Jay White knows what he's getting into antagonizing AJ Styles.
This is probably Jay White's biggest match because no matter what happens, he's guaranteed to be in there with a big deal. Whether it's AJ Styles, arguably the best wrestler on the planet right now, or Bad Luck Fale, well, I mean, do I really need to even say anything? Look at the man.
Exactly. Kota Ibushi's going to start things off with AJ Styles. And what would it do for Kota Ibushi's mindset if tomorrow he can beat AJ Styles and put a stain on his G1 tournament record? I mean, that would be absolutely huge. And I think he's looking to start that psychological edge here today as he's got AJ in the side headlock. AJ breaks out of it, then he gets Cody in the side headlock, but nice rollout there.
Yeah, if I'm AJ Styles, I definitely want Bad Luck Fale taking most of the match time in this match because AJ is facing Kota tomorrow. So you want to be able to just kind of sit back and watch him and scout him and see what he does rather than having to be in the ring with him.
Look at AJ trying to go for the pin there. And there's got the tights, I think, and Kota still kicks out.
Oh, but Kota goes for the pin, didn't even get a 1 count. AJ rolls through, pin 1, 2. Oh my.
Kicks out. Now Kota with the schoolboy.
2.
Oh man, and this is the quickness you can expect from both guys tomorrow. And oh, look at that standoff.
Stalemate, yeah. Jay White getting into it too in the corner. You can see him getting hyped.
Absolutely. I think Jay White really wants to get in this match. And I think AJ Styles is about to tag in Bad Luck Fale. You see him in the corner. I think he's contemplating it.
No.
No, wow. AJ Styles thinking, I guess, better of it. I think he wants to, test Kota Ibushi some more. Feel him out some more for tomorrow's matchup.
I feel like Kota Ibushi ended up having a match against AJ for the world title when AJ was champion.
Well, I mean, so then again, these guys no strangers to each other then. And oh, what a kick to the gut there by AJ. And there's a knife edge chop. And he's going to go off the ropes here. But Kota, oh, what a kick! What a kick!
Takes AJ off his feet and everything.
I think that kick had a message behind it, and that message being, don't take me lightly, and look at this dynamic.
In comes Jay White with AJ Styles. If I'm AJ Styles, I'm probably kind of pissed off that Kota Ibushi tagged out before I did. Like, really, man? Like, we're supposed to be opponents tomorrow, and you're giving up?
Well, yeah, and I mean, think about the disrespect. As if to say, really, you're putting me in here with a young boy? You think a young boy can hang with me? Are you serious? Oh, Jay White missing the clothesline. But look at the leapfrog there. And then, comes off with the back elbow. Look at Jay White here. Can't believe I'm saying this, but for the time being, he seems to be keeping pace with AJ Styles off the ropes. And then
a drop kick evens things out, yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes all it takes is one move from an experienced veteran to set the playing field back to equal.
Absolutely. And now AJ, and now this is bad for Kota, because now Jay White is in enemy territory, and there's Bad Luck Fale. Oh my god! Like a train charging towards Kota Ibushi, and now Jay White is primed for the taking.
Well, and we say AJ Styles and Kota Ibushi are facing each other tomorrow, but it's not like that's the only relevant match that's going to come out of this match. Not Jay White, Kota Ibushi is also going to face Bad Luck Fale in this tournament. Yeah,
absolutely. So, I mean, and look at the man. That Irish whip he just did to Jay White, his back collapse, he crumpled, to the floor. Yeah, and now AJ Styles tagged back in. This is not good. It's one thing to be isolated in a corner, right? I mean, that happens in tag matches. Again, that's Tag Team Wrestling 101. When you're isolated in a corner that belongs to AJ Styles and Bad Luck Fale, that is a million times worse.
Yeah, that's bad news bears, brother.
Exactly. And now look at AJ Styles keeping Jay White grounded. Jay White trying to get an offensive from the ground up, try to get back to that vertical base. Now AJ has picked the leg. Jay White has nowhere to go. Now look at that front face lock, kind of hooking the arm, and Bad Luck Fale there, clubby blow to the back. These two are working masterfully together, but what do you expect? They're a part of the Bullet Club together. And now Bad Luck Fale lifts him up, and oh god, he just lets gravity do the rest. Jesus. Now look at that cocky, arrogant cover, and Jay White kicks out. I don't know if that was smart on Jay White, but you know what? I think he's thinking, I don't want to let Kota Ibushi down.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he knows as much of a beating as he's taking right now, all he needs to do is get to his corner, and Kota Ibushi, the Golden Star Kota Ibushi, will enter the match, and he can work miracles, man. We've seen it.
Oh, what a backbreaker then. You have to imagine, though,
AJ
Ashton. It's
Styles almost taunting Kota Ibushi with the barely conscious body of Jay White right there. Look at that. And now he's literally taunting him. It looked like he was taunting him before when he did the backbreaker in their corner, and now reaching Jay White's hand out. But Jay White has some fight left in him.
absolutely. Look at the forms of Jay White. And AJ responds in kind. And what a kick there. Right to the back. And Ashton, you've got to imagine it's only a matter of time before Jay White falls to the Bullet Club here at this rate. And again, picks the leg, but Jay White breaks free, and he gets attacked to Kota Ibushi, and here we go.
And now things are getting interesting. And Kota Ibushi takes out Fale, kicks AJ Styles, Irish whips AJ Styles, but no, AJ reverses. Oh, but Kota with a swift kick to the chest.
Kota Ibushi, you're talking about a young man that used to be known for his comedy wrestling, and then one match at Wrestle Kingdom night against Shinsuke Nakamura, and he's been setting the world on fire ever since. What a power slam to Styles, rolls through the top rope, the agility, and then the moonsault, beautiful.
A middle rope moonsault in an instant, no struggles whatsoever.
And I say this full well knowing Kota Ibushi's record in this tournament and his performance in this tournament. If anybody can beat AJ Styles, it's Kota Ibushi. He goes to the top rope again, but look at Bad Luck Fale doing what an enforcer does, evening those odds.
Jay White sowing some fight, taking out Fale before AJ inevitably takes him out as well.
Oh, now AJ, he's got Kota Ibushi in such a great position.
Torture rack, maybe dropping it into a neck breaker.
Could be reversed as
he's actually using the torture rack.
And then spins it around into a power bomb.
Almost like a Blue Thunder bomb variant.
And Kota Ibushi kicks out. AJ Styles may have to kill Kota Ibushi tomorrow to beat him because this kid's heart is incomparable to anybody else in this tournament. And here comes Bad Luck Fale. I talk about hard Bad Luck Fale with those hands could rip it out of your chest.
Yeah, it seems like it for sure.
And Kota Ibushi was out of the way. What a boot to Styles! Kota Ibushi will not be disrespected. He will not be overlooked. And I think that's what he showed AJ Styles with that boot. And now look at Jay White. Oh, he's in there with Bad Luck Fale there. I do not like that at all. But he's going to try and use his quickness advantage. And look at the uppercuts there by Jay White. Beautiful. He gets a trifecta there. Now the forearms in the corner. Now he's got the mount punches there on Bad Luck Fale. And he is trying to take the tower down brick by brick, Ashton.
Absolutely.
Now he scales the top rope. He's going to go off the ropes. And he got the dropkick. But look at it, just staggers Fale. For a normal man, it would completely take him off his feet. But Fale is not a normal man. And oh, what a clothesline. And like you said earlier with AJ Styles, all it takes is one move to equalize the playing field. And Bad Luck Fale back in control. Oh, he's got Jay White up. Could this be the toss?
One for the border toss, but Kota Ibushi with the kick to the chest.
Oh, no.
But Pele from AJ Styles.
Ibushi got caught with the Pele. And now he's going to vault over the ropes. There's the crossbody over the ropes.
Fale and Jay White are legal, right?
Jay White and Fale are the legal men here. And look at, he's got Fale down to one knee with the forearms. Repeated forearms. There's another uppercut. You're going to need to do more than that, kid. And now Fale, they're leaning against the ropes. Oh, God, this is ill-advised. And throttled by the throat. There's the spike. It's over. Count to 200.
Over, yeah.
Count to 200. 2,
that's
3.
It. That was a fun match, though. I think we knew that Jay White was going to be eating the pin the whole time just because he was the only junior, the only young boy in the match. But on that same note, it was still a fun match, and Jay White showed us something in that match.
Absolutely.
He showed some fire. He showed some heart. He showed some desire to stay alive for the sake of his partner. And yeah.
Oh, now come on. What is this? And look at Kota Ibushi staring down AJ Styles, folks. I mean, I hope you've been keeping up with this tournament since the beginning, but I urge you all tomorrow, Kota Ibushi versus AJ Styles. That is going to be a clinic. That is can't miss of the G1 tournament.
Absolutely.
And then that stare down, I think, tells the entire story. I mean, you look at the stories of these two men. AJ Styles pretty much dominated North America. You know, the guy. in places like TNA Wrestling and the like. Kota Ibushi, again, primarily known for most of his career as a comedy wrestler, but then he has that match with Nakamura, Wrestle Kingdom 9, sets the world on fire ever since. For Kota Ibushi, he wants to prove that he can be the man. For AJ Styles, he wants to prove that he still is the man. It's going to be one hell of a ride tomorrow, I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely. And let's not allow ourselves to forget Bad Luck Fale, the other important piece in this match, facing off with stablemate Doc Gallows tomorrow.
Definitely going to be conflict of interest there. Will it be the 0-2 Gallows finally getting a win on the board, or will Bad Luck Fale continue to build on the momentum he got from beating Makabe?
So crazy to think about, isn't it?
I still say the sentence aloud, and I can't believe it. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And Bullet Club emerges victorious, and look at that sight. I doubt any man would walk away a loser when they have Bad Luck Fale standing behind them. But then again, you're talking about AJ Styles, who has enough ability on his own to do anything.
I love the little pose that they do there, and I love AJ Styles, but I seriously miss seeing Prince Devitt on Bad Luck Fale's shoulders for the entrance for them.
Absolutely.
That was just so awesome when they would do that. But now we've got a new 6-man tag set up, and it looks like the first person coming out is Tetsuya Naito. I'm going to look really quick at the card here. Naito teaming up with Togi Makabe and Yohei Komatsu, another young boy, taking on Hiroshi Tanahashi. We know who's probably going to be getting the pin in this match. Katsuyori Shibata and Ryusuke Taguchi. So frickin' Taguchi is still a thing.
Absolutely. And unfortunately for all of us, that Taguchi's still a thing. But I guess we'll just have to learn to deal with it.
But at least we are getting some interesting stuff in this match, because we've got Tanahashi, we've got Shibata, we've got Naito, we've got Makabe. I like Komatsu. So literally everything other than Taguchi in this match is a plus.
I think it really comes down to anyone but Taguchi, I guess.
Yeah. And it's funny because I would say maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, I would have said anyone but Taguchi or Naito, because I wasn't a big fan of him either. But this attitude change has worked wonders for this guy's intrigue and interest.
Absolutely. I mean, again, I think Naito, the match he had yesterday with Shibata was absolutely insane. And
Easily the match of the night, in my opinion.
completely agree with you. And I just can't wait to see more from this young man. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible to see what he is capable of. And I'm telling you, I think the attitude change has been paying dividends for Naito. And I just can't wait to see what else he can show us here.
I love that he only wears the black getup with the Doctor Doom mask in G1 matches.
Yeah,
Like he
definitely.
just doesn't care enough to get dressed for regular matches.
Absolutely, yeah, completely agree. I'm telling you, I think it's like a psychological thing. You stare into those eyes and you can't read anything in them. And then you wonder, well, how am I going to beat this man? Shibata found a way, but, there's plenty of time left in this tournament. I think Naito's really looking to make an impact.
Well, Shibata found a way, but guess, it's kind of curious. Shibata didn't have a match tonight.
That's true. And
oh no, Shibata is actually in this match. He is in this match. That's what I thought. I couldn't find his name on the list, but yeah, he is. He is in this match.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the $1,000,000 question then is going to be, what is going to be the condition of the leg of Shibata? Because, it started the work, did AJ Styles with the calf killer and just their whole match. And then Naito yesterday really picked it apart. And he had some brutal offense on that leg of Shibata. So I'm going to be curious the shape of that leg and if Shibata's going to be having a lot of in-ring time in this contest.
Absolutely.
It's, that's quite an interesting team there, if you ask me. We got, Makabe.
Well, I think it's worth noting that both of the G1 competitors in this team lost yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makabe losing to Bad Luck Fale, Naito losing to one of the opponents that he's going to have to face on the other team tonight, Katsuyori Shibata. And oh wow, can I point out Shibata's music is playing these guys out rather than Tanahashi's? How odd is that?
That is odd.
Unless they're coming out separately, because normally when Tanahashi's on a team, it's his music that everybody enters to. But Shibata's music is playing right now. I just have to wonder if that means that they're coming out as a team to Shibata's music, or if it's just Shibata coming out by himself and everyone else is going to come out to their own music. And it looks like that's what's going to be. And can I also point out that earlier when I saw Yohei Komatsu, I was kind of confused because he looks so similar to Shibata.
I got confused as well. I was even about to say, I wonder how Shibata and Naito were gonna coexist, and I think that would have gotten me a lot of stares. So I'm glad I held off because yeah, that there's definitely some more. Like I think they even both have, do they both have shoulder tape, or they both have something going on. I think with their arms at some point, and
I think there's something on Komatsu's his arm and his shoulder, on his left arm and shoulder, and with Shibata, it's just his right forearm.
right.
And now Tanahashi's music hit, so he's coming out now.
And you gotta wonder, I mean, I don't want to stir the pot or anything. I mean, that's not my intent. But these guys coming out separately, you have to wonder if that has to do with the professional animosity that you have made us aware of
Oh yeah.
between Tanahashi and Shibata.
I mean, it seems pretty obvious that they would win, considering they're the only team between the two that does not have a young boy on it. But I don't know. Taguchi might eat a pin here.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Jesus.
Because nobody likes Taguchi, and if you do, you're wrong.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's as straightforward as it gets, I think.
That's a joke, folks.
But yeah, Taguchi has, I mean, this tournament has smiled on him favorably. I mean, he's gotten quite a few wins, more than anybody with totally rear-based offense I think should be allowed to have, but I digress.
Yeah, I feel like he might be undefeated as well. I don't remember him losing.
And Tanahashi has got to be feeling good. Has not yet lost a tournament match himself. He beat Kota Ibushi in his first match, and then he beats Tenzan.
Yeah,
So
that
Tanahashi,
Tenzan was a war of attrition.
absolutely, and like you said, in a war of attrition, I think Tanahashi's going to win every single time, and he did there. So the man's conditioning, despite being 37, is just absolutely unbelievable. But then again, listen to me. I say that Tanahashi's 37 as if that makes him some fossil. A lot of these guys are in their mid-40s, for God's sakes.
Makabe's 42.
Exactly. So, I mean, come on.
I think Naito is a little bit on the younger side. I think he's like 33-ish.
And look at that, Naito just kind of sliding out, not really even getting on the apron, just on the floor. I mean, really playing this cautiously.
Oh, Shibata Makabe. This is going to be such a good match when we get to it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have the never open weight champion, who is as rough and as tough as they come, but Shibata's just so naturally intense, so technically sound. And look at Makabe, they're having control of the wrist in the early going.
Shibata Naito is going to be, or not Naito, Tanahashi. Shibata Tanahashi was going to be interesting as well.
I gotta ask you, Ashton, are you a bit surprised that Shibata's starting this match off given the condition of the leg, or do you think Shibata's just trying to tell everybody, hey, I'm fine, I'm ready to go?
I feel like if you're Shibata, you can't be showing any kind of weakness right now.
Absolutely. I mean, because in the G1 Climax, with everybody looking to get on the board, if Shibata were to show weakness, it would be preyed upon by every single one of his opponents.
Yeah, and the last thing you need is for Makabe, who is, I believe, actually his opponent tomorrow, to see that as a weakness, because Makabe will rip you apart.
And guys, let me just say something very quickly. I know you all saw Makabe's performance yesterday against Bad Luck Fale. Do not let that be indicative of how Makabe is as a performer, because this guy is as tough and as good as they come. I mean,
Yeah,
Makabe.
I mean, if you want to see him, his no nonsense attitude shines through. It was on day 1, or if you want to go all the way back to Wrestle Kingdom 9, he took out Ishii. That's not a small task to do.
Yeah, if you guys have seen Ishii, who I can't wait to see perform again, Ishii himself has become one of my favorites in New Japan. But yeah, Makabe took Ishii to the limit at Wrestle Kingdom 9. Makabe is no
He didn't just take him
slouch.
to the limit, he beat him for the title.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and to do that, to say that I beat Tomohiro Ishii, I don't think you guys realize the magnitude of a win like that. And now Makabe staring down Tanahashi here. But look at Naito. Makabe and Naito kind of locking eyes. This is going to tag in Naito here.
Looks like it. And Naito Tanahashi, I believe, is the match tomorrow night, too.
That's going to be so interesting. Naito has got some stacked matches, in his queue, because he's got Tanahashi, and then we know that down the line it's going to be a Wrestle Kingdom 9 rematch between Naito and AJ Styles.
Yep.
And now we see here Tanahashi locking up with Yohei Komatsu. Man, you want to talk about a contrast. You got a young boy in there with the premier star of New Japan. I mean, it doesn't get any, the disparity doesn't get any greater than that.
And Komatsu's showing some ability here. Look at the Hurricane Rana.
Beautiful Hurricane Rana, and then followed up by the drop kick. Wow.
Very nice. Yeah. And I think that's what I love about New Japan too, is that even though they have young boys that are basically, um, I mean, American terms, basically a freaking intern at this point, an unpaid intern at that. They have to clean the dojo and that kind of stuff. They're generally seen as not even necessarily in training, but they're basically scratching posts, whipping posts, whatever you want to call it, for the veterans. They still let them show some of their ability in matches. And what is Naito doing?
It's
Drop
like
kick.
oh yeah, Naito. They're breaking up the submission attempt by Tanahashi with that drop kick.
Very nice.
And here's the thing about Yohei Komatsu. I think he's one of our favorite young boys that we've seen. I know you
Yeah.
looked on him very favorably in the past few days, watching him compete. And guys, if you're wondering, well, how far can a young boy go in a promotion like New Japan? Look no further than Prince Devitt. I mean, because he started out that way, and then he ended up, leading
Everybody
the Bullet
does,
Club.
dude. Everybody starts out as a young boy. Tanahashi was a young boy once.
Right. I mean, that's the culture. That's what it comes down to. And I gotta be honest, I think it pays dividends for them. It works for them because you think about Tanahashi, you think
Really?
about Prince
Freaking
Devitt.
Taguchi.
Oh man.
He could have done a beautiful over the ropes flip senton, and no, he just jumps over the rope and sits on the guy. Oh my god.
You know what? The more I see Taguchi, the more I'm so grateful to Kenny Omega. I really am.
Why is
Take,
that?
well, taking that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship off of Taguchi.
Oh, well, I mean, that might be true, but Kenny Omega doesn't have that title anymore. Kushida does.
Well, Kushida's a cool guy. I don't have a problem with Kushida. Time splitters, baby. Time splitters. And now Makabe breaking up the pin there. Man, I hope Makabe just hits like a vicious lariat on Taguchi. I'm sorry, but like,
No, that would be awesome.
I'd love that. And look at that. I gotta give Taguchi credit there though. Keeps Yohei Komatsu away from his partners. Pick the leg there. And oh, look at that. Ducks prematurely, and
And he's
Komatsu, they're
gonna
trying to
sit.
get the pin attempt. And oh, there's the butt press, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, I just said he sit on him. Saddle. In comes Shibata though. Now, see, if I'm Yohei Komatsu, this is where I start to get a little bit scared because
Yeah.
Tanahashi is a great worker and he's safe and that kind of stuff. And Taguchi, you can't really take seriously, but when Shibata gets in there, you really just have to kind of fear for your life.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, did I leave the oven on? Do I have to be here? It's like, oh, he picked the leg there. Beautiful leg pick by Shibata.
I really like both of my legs and my chest. I would appreciate it if you would leave both of those and prevent my chest from turning into concave.
Oh, no, look at that. Still got it locked in. I mean,
It's like
Komatsu
a
got
heel
hooks in
hook.
it.
It's almost like a heel hook. It's like a weird hybrid between a heel hook and a crab, a half crab.
Absolutely.
It's interesting. That was a cool looking submission. Shibata's such a badass, man.
He is, man. He is. It's absolutely wonderful.
Oh, wow! Just takes out Makabe for no good reason, really. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Does not care. And as long as you can isolate the ring, I mean, that's all that really matters.
Oh,
And just
Komatsu trying to fight back though. Shibata's just like, oh, kid, you throw your punches, and then I'm gonna knock you out with one.
absolutely. And you gotta
Oh,
wonder.
Komatsu with a drop kick. Oh, takes Shibata off his feet long enough. He might be able to get a tag here to Makabe. In comes Makabe.
And now Makabe like a house of fire here. Oh, Makabe now. I think he was dying to get in this match. Goes into the corner there. Bam! What a clothesline. Onto Shibata there, and then bam! Another clothesline. And oh, Makabe, I think he's been longing to do this. Makabe, I think, has a lot of pent-up aggression after being thrown around by bad luck Fale yesterday.
Yeah, no kidding. That was I
Oh,
don't
no,
know if that was a 10 count, but he definitely punched the crap out of Shibata.
beautiful
Nice
Northern Lights
Northern
of Shibata, but
Lights. 2, no.
the kick out there.
Shibata kicking out there, but still surprising that Shibata's getting beat down this badly.
And now the waist lock there. And oh, look at that. Makabe. Oh, I think he could just kind of flip Shibata off him, and I was thinking, oh, what a knee to the gut, though, by Shibata. Oh, man, he is not playing around, is Shibata. I think he's going to hurt somebody. And now look at the forearms there to Makabe in the corner. And you show me somebody that can match the intensity of Shibata, And my
And
jaw
I'll
would
call
drop.
you a liar.
Exactly, I'll call you a liar. Like I said yesterday with another competitor, I'll show you a glass house that stones can't break because Shibata is just unparalleled in his aggression. And now look at that, the front face lock suplex there into the float over, and Makabe kicks out. Oh man, these two are gonna have one hell of a matchup tomorrow. I'll tell you that much. And oh, Shibata try to go for that sleeper. You know that sleeper was really a game changer in his match with Naito yesterday. And now Makabe went for the lariat, and oh no, he got caught. I think it's an abdominal stretch. Yes,
Yep.
beautiful
Well
form by
executed
Shibata.
abdominal stretch at that.
Absolutely, the form is as perfect as you can get it. And now Makabe is carrying Shibata over to the rope. Wow. The strength of Makabe cannot be denied. It
Wow.
cannot be understated.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. Oh, what a lariat!
Beautiful there. Took his head off.
I didn't even notice that he was carrying him at first. I'm glad that you pointed that out because I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Makabe. And now can Makabe get to his corner? Can he make the tag?
No, but Shibata can into Tanahashi.
Absolutely. And I know those two guys may not be the best of friends, but it's good to see that they could be on the same page. And now Tanahashi there.
Oh, what a lariat from Makabe. Oh, and Naito with the blind tag. In comes Naito.
Naito here
Really,
wants to...
really slowly, casually, not really giving a shit about anything.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I think, nothing really matters to Naito. He wants to take his time, and now he's in there with Tanahashi. And you got to wonder, how is Naito going to approach this thing here? And then, oh, what a forearm there by Naito. And then a back elbow. Oh, and there's a drop kick there. And yeah, Naito just lighting up the ring here. And then takes out Taguchi, which I'm not going to fault Naito for that whatsoever. That ducks Tanahashi's clothesline attempt. Now could it be the neck breaker? And he got the neck breaker.
Yep. Oh, I thought he was going to kip up there, but he just doesn't care enough.
He really doesn't. He really doesn't whatsoever.
He just kind of like slowly, casually rolls over. Oh, but now going after Tanahashi's face, leg sweep, triangle drop kick. Absolutely beautiful combination there from Naito.
Perfect.
So funny because for the most part he doesn't care, but when he turns it on, he's impressive.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, hey, I think our problem with Naito, he just always seemed so bland. He just seemed like the guy, eye candy for the women. And nothing wrong for that. I'm glad that we treat all of our paying customers to a little something nice. But Naito, I think, has really shown us a serious edge here in what he is capable of.
Yep.
Like I told you yesterday, despite the fact that he lost to Shibata, I believe in this Naito to beat the likes of a Tanahashi or an AJ Styles. I think this new attitude is really just what he needed to get to that next tier. And now Tanahashi going to try the clothesline, but again, Naito catches the arm, and now off the ropes. Oh, went for the tornado DDT. Tanahashi had it scattered, and then the dropkick right to the knee. Beautiful by Tanahashi. Picks the leg there,
Nice
but oh,
enziguri.
Naito with the enziguri. And now can Naito get the tag here to Taguchi? Does he even want to tag in Taguchi? And no, he does not. Off the ropes. Sling blade. Tanahashi in a groove now.
Tosses Naito. Oh, but Naito with the running forearm, jumping forearm, really.
Yeah, but look at that, though. Naito favoring the knee.
I don't know. Naito needs to get a tag.
Yeah, but Taguchi's the only one on the apron.
That's Tanahashi's team.
Yeah.
Naito needs to tag
excuse me. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Okay. I got confused because he was on that side.
Oh, it's Yohei Komatsu. Komatsu.
Still, though, Komatsu's the young boy, but he's got such an upside. Oh, look at that. Had Taguchi scouted there.
I think that the biggest thing that I feel like people need to take advantage of with Taguchi, anytime he goes for one of those ass-based moves, he's got his back turned to you. Take advantage of that.
Yeah, get him in a waist-lock position or something. What a forearm there by Komatsu.
Or just club him in the back of the head. Either way, that seems like something Makabe would do.
Exactly. And now look at Komatsu. They're scaling the ropes. And, oh, beautiful maneuver there.
Really nice senton.
Now look at that suplex into the bridge.
The single underhook suplex. Very interesting.
I gotta tell you, as much as I love David Finlay, I have to say again that Yohei Komatsu is definitely the most impressive of the young boys I think that we have seen.
Yeah, for sure.
And now shoots Taguchi into the corner. Look at that, the chest hits. Oh, but Taguchi. And then again.
He calls it the rear view.
And now he scales the top rope. Is he going to do a butt press off the top rope too? And of course he does.
Of course. course. Yeah.
You know, I said that with half sincerity, but I really should have known. And Makabe breaks up the pin attempt.
Oh God, but Shibata comes in after Makabe throws him out.
Those two
Goes
guys are
out
going to kill
after
each
him.
other tomorrow.
Well, Taguchi's in there with the young boy. I think Taguchi's picking up a pin today.
This is so unfair there to
Why does he
Yohei
make
Komatsu.
fun of Nakamura?
You know, Nakamura better take care of that soon. Oh, he caught him! 2! Oh, so close!
How great would that have been?
Oh, and you can't blame Komatsu there. No, no, not Tiger. Victory roll counter. No way. No way. And oh, wow.
How great would that have been?
Komatsu is showing up tonight. Oh,
Hurricane Rana, no, he dropped it.
no.
Oh
Taguchi caught
my.
it. Ankle lock.
I think.
Wow,
Komatsu
something that
tapped.
doesn't involve his ass. Color me shocked.
Oh, Komatsu really close to the ropes, but no.
Oh, now. Oh, there it is. I think that's
Tiger
going to be it.
Gutbuster.
2. No!
He kicked out! He kicked out! Are you kidding me?
Suck on that, Taguchi.
The heart of Yohei Komatsu.
Like I said, the standout of the young boys without question. And now Taguchi. Is he gonna? Oh, he's gonna go for it again here. Oh, come on! No! Oh, there! Oh,
Just
there
a
it is.
straight up face buster out of that.
2, 3 count.
There it is. Man, Taguchi just treating Yohei Komatsu like basically a freaking test dummy.
Well, you know what though? All the respect in the world for Komatsu because
Yeah.
he 2 times looked like he was gonna get this win for his team, and that would have been such an upset.
Yeah, that would have been great. I'm looking forward to the first time that we see a young boy pick up a victory over a veteran because I don't know if it's ever actually going to happen, but if it does, it'll be the most shocking thing ever.
You know, what? Surprised by the disrespect there of Shibata tossing out Komatsu, but then again, that's the hierarchy in New Japan.
Well, I mean, they are on opposite teams, so it's not like he was just doing that to a teammate or anything.
Right.
So, I mean, and Shibata isn't exactly known to be a respectful guy.
Well, that's certainly true.
And yeah, so
And there's your winning team there. Taguchi.
Shibata picks up a win. Tanahashi picks up his third win. Or I guess it would be more than that. Oh, no, because I think he actually lost on the other off day where he had a tag match. I think that his team lost.
Absolutely.
So,
And
all right, guys. I believe that is the end of the first chunk of matches. So this will be the end of part 1 of our recording. We will be back with part 2 to commentate the 5 actual G1 matches. Those being, here's the rundown: Tomohiro Ishii versus Yujiro Takahashi, Michael Elgin versus Satoshi Kojima, Hiroki Goto versus Carl Anderson, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Yuji Nagata, and Kazuchika Okada versus Tomoaki Honma.
that is a card if I've ever heard one.
Absolutely. We'll be back for part 2, and we're going to, as long as there's no big brawl that kind of screws up the timing, we will start recording when the bell rings.